We're surrounded by probably the most iconic electric guitars you could ever find, but man, this acoustic collection is just
Well, I've been a lifelong dreamer of being able to acquire old instruments. There's a guitar over there that I bought when I was 18 years old. I was just starting, and I'd left home, and I had saved about 1800 bucks for my. It was my college fund. It was my everything fund. Everything I'd saved from all my gigs and stuff, and moved away from home, and I found that guitar over there, and I bought it. Traded the guitar I had, and gave the $1700, whatever I had, and I was dead broke. I had not any money at all, but my rent was $15 a month in this house in Louisville, and the gig paid a couple $100 a week when we worked, and I said, hell, I'll be all right. I can eat cereal. I'll do all right. And so I've had that guitar my whole life, and it's been the one thing that I wanted. I don't have boats. I don't have a lot of cars. I don't have a lot of those kinds of toys and things like that. I just like old guitars. And the cool thing about it, so many of these guitars have the neatest stories. This guitar right here is a 1936 D18. A guy named Jim, I can't pronounce his last name properly. It's Bacho, Bacho, I think, or Baco. And his father was a troubadour guitar player, played in the Northeast, played barn dances and stuff, and he found out that I loved old instruments and stuff, and he tracked us down and said, hey, I have an old guitar, I wonder if you'd be interested in it. And I said, well, sure. I was playing in Pennsylvania up where he lives, and after the show I was playing on it, and it was in dire need of some repair and things like that, and I said, well, what do you want to do with it? And he said, well, I just want you to have it. And I said, well, this is worth a sizable amount of money, and I'd be willing to pay you what it's worth. He said, I don't want any money. He said, I want you to have it because you love old guitars, and it would be a dream of mine, to have you play it and have it. And so one night I got it fixed up, and I took it and I played it on the Opry, and Jim actually saw it on TV. He called me up. He said, did you play my dad's guitar on the Opry? And I said, yeah. So a lot of these guitars have those kinds of cool stories. One of these broadcasters back here, because I bought it, the guy got to go buy his father's family farm back that he had lost.
God, that's
and
great.
things like that. And so, yeah, people can look at this and scoff and go, oh, yeah, great, yeah, you got way too many guitars or whatever. But, what's neat is they're all different. They all sound different. They all play different. If you were a painter, would you only want to paint with one color?
Right.
And so
right.
I think they all have a musical life. They're surrounded in here, and they get used in the studio. The guys will come in here and play on records. They'll come over and thump on a guitar. Can I play this? I go, yeah. So they all have a good life.
That's great.